I am well annoyed at myself. I like FIFA 18. I know, right? FIFA is such an easy series to hate as well because loads of idiots and drug dealers play it. And let's face it, it has been shit for a while now. But FIFA 18 has made some changes that on the surface seem pretty small but have really changed how the game feels and plays for me. The major one is the speed of the game. It is slower now, which made it feel more like I was building up play rather than through ball, shoot. It plays less like a highlight reel and more like an actual match, mostly. The AI feels smarter to me as well. They actually make runs for you and the defenders feel a lot more switched on as well. When you play against the AI, they do still pull bullshit out of their arse on occasion. You also have the moments where your players become less responsive and have the touch of a pedo out of nowhere, especially online. But all round it feels like a more natural representation of football. The content on offer is pretty huge. Story mode is back. I know I took the piss out of it in 2017 for being quite a generic story, but Alex Hunter is a likeable protagonist, as are his family. It whips out the odd cheesy line, and some of the performances from real life footballers can charitably be called fucking awful, but the story suits it all pretty well. I just wish EA would go a bit deeper with it and make a full-on football RPG, kind of like what 2K do with the NBA games. The story mode at the moment feels like a football game with a few RPG elements. The dialogue choices don't affect much and the story progresses down the same route whether you play shit or good. Career mode is a cracking mode as well. It is kind of a football manager light where you actually play the games. The transfer market in this mode is quite interesting since you can enter negotiations for player contracts with your created manager. There's no voice acting in them, just subtitles and animations, but it is a bit more immersive than just text on screen. I really enjoyed it, trying to be a tight arse, getting players for the lowest price possible. I even tried Ultimate Team for the first time. I must say, I don't really get the appeal of it. The idea is to slowly build up your dream team, which is a fine idea, but mechanics like team chemistry where you have to have players from the same nationality or league in order for them to play well seems like an unnecessary hurdle. Surely they would adapt and play well with each other over time. Add to that the sheer amount of consumables. It can feel like the game is trying to tempt you towards the microtransactions all the time. If I talked about every mode though, we would be here all day. Basically, there is loads to do, both online and off. Yes, each mode boils down to twat ball in goal, but most of the modes do have their own playstyles and mechanics to offer variety. It would have been nice to see a more arcade mode in here. For example, at the start of story mode you play a 3-on-3 street match and it's good fun. Maybe it's a tease that FIFA Street is coming back, but it would have been an amazing addition to this game. FIFA 18 isn't perfect though. You still get the AI bullshit I mentioned, and online matches can feel fixed still. The amount of 45th and 90th minute goals is really suspicious. Set pieces feel like a dice roll rather than a perfectly executed strategy. I'm sure people out there will claim to know how to win corners and headers every time, but they're talking bollocks. Defending as well hasn't changed, and it is always the part of football games that I find lacking. You have to rely on the AI a lot to keep their man marked, and whilst the intelligence has improved in 18, you still get those moments where it just goes brain dead. All the players in the game feel the same too, with a couple of exceptions like Ronaldo, and they all over-animate to the point where it feels like there is a big input delay. I haven't played PES yet, but a lot of people do say FIFA kicks its arse gameplay wise, but I do think FIFA is almost there. If it catches up with PES gameplay wise, they will be sorted because the presentation is absolutely top notch. The visuals are incredible. Some of the player likenesses are a bit questionable though, and the sound design is off the chain as well. Each country's crowd has a different atmosphere. English fans chant a lot, American fans just make loads of noise, Spanish fans heckle and be racist. Only joking, that's just real life. I noticed a lot of recycled lines in the commentary from FIFA 17, but the variety of lines Martin Tyler and Alan Smith come out with is impressive. Basically, FIFA 18 is good. It would be nice to see the series take a year off to really sort out the gameplay, but that won't happen since it makes absolute bank every year because idiots and drug dealers keep buying it.